and yet you find it hard. Fish you another death so you don't be survive. That's why your King Selassie I reprise. Run go tell Pharaoh, him city they go bless. Me know a king or a suffer right upon the throne. Babylon, we the dust brimstone. The one your name can't cool, can't quench. Everlasting burning fire. Babylon your rent you. Can't cool, can't quench. Africa my true desire. Black clearance. Can't cool, can't quench. Everlasting burning fire. Babylon your rent can't cool, can't quench. Africa my true desire.
Welcome to this edition of Card Read Share. Today on Card Read Share, we're discussing enlightenment. Why the Buddha waits at the gates of paradise. Whatsoever you do it with deep alertness. Then even small things become sacred. Then cooking or cleaning becomes sacred. They become worship. It is not a question of what you are doing. The question is how you are doing it. So you can clean the floor like a robot, a mechanical thing. You have to clean it, so you clean it. But then you miss something beautiful. Cleaning the floor could have been a great experience. You missed it. The floor is cleaned, but something that could have happened within you has not happened. If you were aware, alert, not only the floor, but you yourself would have felt a deep cleansing. Clean the floor full of awareness, luminous with awareness. Work or sit or walk, but one thing has to be a continuous thread. Make more and more moments of your life luminous with awareness. Let the candle of awareness burn in each moment, in each act. The cumulative effect is what enlightenment is. The cumulative effect, all the moments together, all small candles together, become a great source of light. So, the story is that when Gautama Buddha had passed on, he reached the doors of paradise. And those doors rarely open, only once in a while in centuries. Visitors don't come every day, and whenever someone comes to those doors, the whole of paradise celebrates it. One more consciousness has attained to flowering, and existence is far richer than it has ever been before. The doors were opened, and the other enlightened people who had entered into paradise before. Because in Buddhism, there is no God, as they call it. But these enlightened people are godly. So there are as many gods as enlightened people. They had all gathered at the door with music, with song and with dance. They wanted to welcome Gautama Buddha. But to their amazement, he was standing with his back to the gate. His face was still looking toward the far shore that he had left behind. They said, "This is strange. For whom are you waiting?" He's reported to have said, "My heart is not so small. I'm waiting for all those I have left behind who are struggling on the way. They are my fellow travelers. You can keep the doors closed, you will have to wait a little for the celebration of my entering into paradise, because I have decided to enter this door as the last man. When everybody else has become enlightened and entered the door, when there is nobody left outside, then my time will have come to enter. This story is a story that cannot be an actual fact. It is not within your hands. Once you have become enlightened, you will have to enter the universal source of life. It is not a question of your choice or decision. But the story is that he is still trying, even after his transition. This story arose out of what he had said he was going to do in the last day before his passing. That he would wait for you all. He cannot wait any longer. He has already waited over his time. He should have been gone by now. But seeing your misery and your suffering, he somehow kept himself together. But it has become more and more impossible. He will have to leave you reluctantly, but he will wait for you on the other shore. He will not enter paradise. It is a promise. So don't forget that for you, I will be standing there for centuries. But hurry. Don't let me down. And don't let me wait too long. So, Osho, as he so eloquently puts his thoughts on enlightenment, is essentially saying that once you reach your level of attainment, you can't pause it or stop it or say, okay, can we just like put the brakes on right now, or I like want to wait for my homies to get there. You just got to keep forwarding on and know that any shared love and light that you have given along the way has been most certainly well received. And it'll be processed when it is processed as the recipient sees fit. But like they used to say, you can't take a horse, you can bring a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. It's the same thing with like spirituality and enlightenment and even the whole religion division itself. You can't like just make somebody be something because you feel that that's the way one should communicate with their creator. You can share your ideas, your thoughts, your love, your passion for your walk, your movements in this existence, but you can't force feed them and force them to say, I am this or that spiritual belief system. Why should that even matter to you for the most part? Sure, there'll be certain, ideologies and belief systems that could be harmful or detrimental, and those obviously require certain levels of avoidance, but ultimately, spirituality in and of itself is a loving, warm embrace. It's a gift from the Creator passed down to His enlightened ones, His anointed ones, His Christ to share. And when you have been anointed, christened with a certain level of knowing, blessed with the gifts placed before you, laid upon your table for you to honor and hone and give thanks for. You have to accept those gifts and utilize them with purity. And know that every traveler, every loved one, every family member, friend, that you have touched or shone your light, but you have to keep forwarding on, because in this existence there are levels, and you have to know when to step up, to move forward, and know that looking back is only remembering. It's not goodbye. It's remembering that there is a point, that I will see you later, and at that table we will sit and we will celebrate. An exalted jubilation together as we dance and sing Isla together. Because the beauty in knowing is knowing that we will all return back to whole, to our center. And it's warm there, and it's peaceful there. But until that transition, let's live out love and light in the truest of forms in this existence, with brotherly and sisterly humanity. Because Jah is love. Abundant love. And I give thanks for Jah guidance. Jah guide Aya Baba. Blessings to you and yours. And I give thanks for you joining me on this edition of Card, Read, Share as we forward in divine guidance. And I bless we. Jah guide Aya Baba.